What's good, y'all? Today we're covering some of the hot new music that came out this week, as well as stories from Sigil Kult, Skaiwater and Northwest, and updates to both Che and Oway from last week. Let's get it going. Underground news. Oh, that's your bitch, that girl fucking sing. Oh, that's your girl, that bitch fucking sing. What's good, y'all? I'm Change, and we're back at it with another episode of Underground News, week 2. Hasn't even really been a week since the first one, because I put the last one out on Monday. Today's a Sunday. So let's get into it. But before we get into anything, let's like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on what piece of news or what song I'm about to shout out stands out to you. And so yeah, let's get into the songs. So first we got Smoked Plum by Aoli and Sunny Lou. It's another Milwaukee jam where Aoli Brother Man is kind of dancing on a beat that Sunny Lou made. It's a perfect fit for both of them. And yeah, man, he's really doing his thing. I enjoyed seeing him at the Tisa show, and let's hear more from Aoli coming up in the future, man. So then we got Che's Fully Loaded EP, which I'll get into a little later in the video. Basically, he teased the Mansion song, and after that, the raining shit came out, but Che decided to empty the whole clip, so to speak, with an EP of 5 songs. Only 2 came out on normal streaming platforms, 5 on SoundCloud. But yeah, man, it includes a song promoting violence, which we'll certainly get into, as that's definitely a jab at raininglol. So it's on, man, it's on. So then we got Lead Belly, another single from Mike, Earl Sweatshirt, and Surf Gang, on the road to their album Pompeii Utility. Came out with a black and white video for it on Friday. And yeah, I'm certainly hyped, man. Give me that New York City listening party ticket for this Wednesday, because I'm ready for this shit, man. Yeah, and for the last underground song, honestly, I love when an artist puts me on through a feature. And that's what happened with Tony Snow and this artist, FMJ Hogg. And FMJ Hogg is another rapper from ATL, and he really killed it on this song with Tony Snow, man. It's produced by this dude, Geos, who's worked with Tony for years. I've always enjoyed when Geos lays something for Tony to rap on, and that's kind of what happened. But FMJ Hogg, he really was solid through most of the song, even before Tony came on and did his classic Atlanta nightlife, spiel on this joint. So yeah, go check out Beat Beat Beat, man. But yeah, that's basically it for the new music. And let's get into the first story. So our first story today is about a group known as Sigil Kult, who's been kind of taking the world by storm over the past couple of weeks. But let me just try and explain what this group is for the unaware. So Sigil Kult is ran by this dude Salvi June mostly, and I've seen Salvi June first off as this evil Adam Killer. Adam Killer, the guy who was doing dances in the street to his song Fall On last year. And this guy basically said he was the evil Adam Killer, or Adam Killer's cousin, basically to just, get views and to do a play on. And the two of them did a few skits together, and it was all good. And I honestly thought that would be the last I've seen of Salvi June. Now, since then, he basically has created a cult, so to speak, of his followers in downtown LA, in this dirty ass, basically Section 8 apartment in LA. And that's Egg God, who I'll get into in a second, actively breaking stuff in the crib. So, you can tell they're having fun on some level, but the infamy of this group has led to them basically going up overnight. And if you go on Salvi June's Instagram page, basically they got on No Jumper. No Jumper basically shouted them out, brought them on for a little short interview. And the latest video story of them is this dude Egg God, who I'm pretty sure is a genuinely homeless, mentally ill artist from DTLA area. And the latest infamous crazy thing that they did, which is playing right now, is that Ed God got taken away in a car and ended up in the meth tunnels of Las Vegas. And so, as you can see here, Salvi June is trying to negotiate with the homeless population of the meth tunnels in Vegas just to try and get his boy Egg God out. And so he comes back with Little Caesars, right? And long story short, they do find Egg God. I'm not going to run the whole video, but this is the daily life of Sigil Kult. Now, will they get much farther than the one no jumper interview? Who knows? But honestly, they seem to be getting the attention of a lot of people, because even the California Post, the arm of the New York Post, basically said it's a degenerate artist cult that trashed their own taxpayer-funded LA apartment. You can't make this up. First, you're the evil Adam Killer. Suddenly, you're being lambasted by conservative tabloid media as a degenerate artist cult. You know, the underground is a trip, man. So comment down below what you think of Sigil Kult, and really, should they keep going with this stuff, or are they just giving Section 8 recipients a bad name? Let me know. So our next story is actually going to be a pretty quick one. I just wanted to get you guys' reactions to this. So basically, rapper SkaiWater brings out Northwest in his show in Philly this week. Let's just watch a clip of that real quick. I believe that's either Baby Sosa or Baby Osama in the green hair. So we got North in the full Hatsune Miku blue wig. So yeah, I mean, basically that's it. Northwest basically just got brought out because she's been producing these songs for SkaiWater recently. And, Sky thought it would be good exposure for her to finally come out at a show at only 12 or 13 years old. So that just, I don't really have too much of an opinion myself on it, because if she's going out there and doing this, that means Kim, Kanye, or both of them most likely want her to be doing this, which is certainly interesting for her future prospects as a music producer. Because you hear that Northa-chan tag, this Hatsune Miku persona, let's see how long it lasts. Do you think this is appropriate for a 12, 13-year-old to be doing? I mean, Maddox was 13 when he started, at least, if not 11 or 12. So it really shouldn't be that much of a problem for Northwest. But, Northwest is a celebrity child. So, drop your opinion in the comments. So our next story is basically an update on the Che and raininglol situation that we got into last week. Basically, first of all, raininglol, explained his reasoning as to why he went and trolled Che, which, I almost didn't expect that from him. So let's get right into it.
When Che dropped his $1 million shit, right? Were you just stalking, bro? Or you just
when he dropped that shit, I was asleep, nigga. I woke up to someone send me a story of him saying niggas can't replicate this shit. And I was like, nigga, y'all niggas know who I am.
So basically, Rain was really just trying to troll Che after Che basically challenged him. This sort of reframes a bit of the situation. I think they were baiting each other into doing this. And eventually what this caused was Che to drop the Fully Loaded EP, which includes this track promoting violence on it. So it's very similar to that $1 Million Mansion Marilyn Manson snippet. And honestly, it's the most direct shots at Rain that we're getting. I think, Che said Rest in Base wasn't over, but I think it is over. And what this is a new diss war between Che and Rain over, who actually got the sound better. And I might call this the Clone Wars because everybody online is really claiming that Rain is cloning Che and paying the craziest homage of all time, even though Che is a new artist that is still proving himself in the industry. So let's see how this shakes out, guys. So our last story of the night actually comes from me. This is the first time I was personally involved in clearing up a story, and I'm glad to clear it up for you guys because honestly, that rewind and Oway stuff, it rubbed me the wrong way how I covered it last week. And obviously, I love Rewind Rap's music. He dropped some plug and be bangers, but it didn't feel right, just blanket claiming that Oway ripped off Rewind for something that I'm sure a lot of artists are doing. And basically, that got confirmed to me. There was a TikTok comment from Santino, who I noticed in his profile was the designer of No Idols cover by Diamond. It's a pretty sick cover, so shout out Santino. Also, shout out to him for clearing up the issue. Basically, there's a lot of inspiration going on right now with AI artists and especially AI art related to music, and basically realized they could do something special for their promotion with it. So, thanks. Shout out to the Oway team for clearing all that up. And yeah, Oi Skitty Boys out April 17th. Let's get it, man. Let's just be cool. I think everybody can get over the situation. And that's that. So I think that's the end of Underground News episode 2, week 2. A bit later on the news content, but definitely still a lot of new music to come out and review. It's basically the Surf Gang parts 2 and 3 are coming next because that album is coming April 3rd. But yeah, if you guys want to see me continue this Underground News series into weeks 3, 4, and beyond, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, comment what your favorite piece of news or piece of music that I just covered was. Everything's appreciated. Thanks. Peace. Have a good one.